All right. So I'm gonna mute everybody because, oh, hi Lily, I'm Adriane.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yay. Awesome. Thanks for coming tonight, everybody. So I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said thank you. I'm glad you guys are doing this.
Yay. Me too. Okay. Me too. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about Hanuman. You know, some of you have been to class this week, and now the next couple days I'm finishing up my Hanuman week. So does anybody know who? Oh, you can't hear me. I gotta mute you, sorry. Okay. So does that has anybody heard of Hanuman before? You can just raise your hands. Okay, a few of us. Okay, cool, awesome. Hanuman is awesome. I had a little statue, I forgot to bring them. You can Google them later, but. So this character of Hanuman is this really famous part monkey, or like kind of mannish monkey style of being. And Hanuman is a beautiful archetype, and this archetype that we see with Hanuman is something that I think can really carry us over. And yesterday I did like a full-on like Hanuman, you know, devotion day, and usually on Tuesdays when we honor Hanuman, when we honor that energy, that's and know that when I talk about anything like any gods or goddesses, know that these are entities, or this is we are embodiments of this, right? Of these energies, and they're just energy. These are something within us that is either yet to be awakened or won't be awakened at all, and that's okay. So Hanuman is the being who is represents devotion, and he represents one-pointedness, right? Like really and steadfast, and he has all the siddhis, all the magic yogic powers that you could possibly have, and he is very devoted to Rama, and Rama is the avatar of Vishnu, the sustainer, right? So he is devoted to Rama and Sita, and so he goes on this journey, and there's this very famous story, the Ramayana, and the Ramayana talks about this character Rama, but also Hanuman, and I don't really have time to get too deep into it. But so you imagine this very handsome monkey man who is very devoted and very humble at the same time. So he has like all the powers, but he's also very humble. And there's a story of his great leap, right? So when he was a child, he leapt to the sun because he thought it was a mango. So he went and he did a giant leap, and when he was like right almost, or he actually had the sun in his mouth, because he can make himself as big as he want or as small as he want, he got struck down by Indra, the gods, the king of the gods, and by a lightning bolt, and it hit him in the jaw, and he fell to the earth. And Hanuman means broken jaw. So the story I want to tell tonight was the story of the great leap from the edge of the world to Lanka, where Sita, the Rama's partner, right? She was kidnapped by an evil demon. So he's leaping, and he starts on his leap, and he shoots off, and he comes like his first obstacle was actually an offering. It was an offering of please rest by the god of the ocean, Varuna. And Varuna was offering these ancient mountains that had been down in the depths for a very long time. So he brought them up and as Hanuman's like on his leap, and I don't know if you guys know like front and back splits, right? So you can imagine that the monkey's just flying through the air in like full splits. How you guys like that?
Yeah.
I do. So he's flying through the air and he's getting these big mountain obstacles, and he knows that this is an offering. Even the mountains beg him to please take a rest for his harrowing journey. And so he's like, no, he's focused, like he's ready to go. So he just gently touches the tips of the mountains, just saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, but no thank you. So he continues on his giant leap. And the next obstacle that comes, the gods decide to test his power, to test his strength. So the gods sent this demoness, the queen of serpents, right? And the mother of serpents, I'm sorry. And she stands ferocious and giant in front of him, akimbo, just like right there. And he makes himself big and he says, please let me pass. And she's like, absolutely not. The only way anybody can pass is by entering my mouth. So I must eat you. And so he gets bigger, and then her mouth gets gaping even bigger. And then he gets even bigger. And then it just goes on, right? And imagine like, I've thought of like times where I've been in like an argument with a loved one, and it's like we're escalating, usually like my family, right? It's like getting escalating, but that's not getting us anywhere. So he makes himself like as small as a thumb, and she's already so big, and he enters her mouth and he comes out up her nostrils and out, and he's like, there you go. Now I did what you said. I had to enter your mouth, and now you must let me pass. And she said, oh, you're smart, Hanuman. Please pass. So he continues on, and he's on his journey, and he's continuing to leap. And all of a sudden, he feels this tug, right? And he gets tugged down. He gets tugged more, and he turns around and he's looking back, and he sees that the demoness that eats the shadows, right? So the way she catches her prey is she's in the depths of the ocean, and when she sees something flying over, she can catch their shadows and start to eat them, and that's the way she lures them in. And so instead of Hanuman turning away from his shadow self, from his shadow, or even cutting away, right? Because we can't really cut away our shadow, can we? We can't really cut away the parts of us that we don't like, and so, or that we're ashamed of. So he turns around, fully confronts the demon, and she's gaping. She has like these jaws gaping, and he makes himself, because he already learned, right? And he makes himself super duper tiny, and he enters her giant gaping mouth, and he makes his way into her entrails, down into her intestines, and then he claws his way out. And then he, as he's out of her intestines, he then makes himself giant again and expands all the way, so she just explodes all over the place. He wasn't as nice with this one, I guess. She was a lot meaner, I think. A lot more. Yeah, you weren't bargaining with her. She didn't talk. It was okay. So, and then he continues on his leap. So, the story of Hanuman and all the stories, there's so much beautiful richness in our myths. And what I really look at is like, what part of the story catches you, like catches your eye, catches your awareness. And so just pay attention to that, because that tells us a lot. Okay, so we're gonna just close our eyes and bring awareness to breath. And I'm gonna go over the harmonium, and I now have a little lapel, so hopefully you can hear it. Otherwise, I'll just try not to scream in your ears. Okay. All right, everybody can hear me okay? Cool, perfect. And I'll try not to talk loud, because I realize that I talk pretty loud, project myself pretty well. It's a gift, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, before you guys start getting too comfortable, please get either 2 books
or something that you can prop yourself in. I'm so sorry, I meant to tell you that at the beginning. So 2 blocks or books or something you might be able to elevate yourself with, a blanket, and that should be, you know what, if you have like something like a scarf or like a strap or a dog leash, oh my gosh, Sierra, what a great idea, by the way, like something that you might be able to get to put around your foot, that would be amazing. You got them all? Thanks, yeah. Mommy. Sure. It's amazing. And so as we sit together, I even ask us to elevate our hips just a bit. And I don't know if you can see me here, but I'm sitting at the front of my sits bones. And I'm gonna just go probably a little bit over just because we started a little bit late. And if you have to leave right at the 7:45, I completely understand. Okay, so I'll wait for everybody to get their props. And as you're sitting here, if you are sitting here, just come to your breath. Yeah, there you go, perfect. Come to your awareness. And if at any time you feel that you have a question during your practice, oh no, we got the leash out. No, he's like, there we go. At any time during your practice, if you feel that you need to notice your breath, notice your body. So we begin with 3 Om. And if you want to message me at the end of class, you're welcome to. I can get you a copy of this mantra. But for now, just allow me to invite you in. And please bring your hands to your heart center. Big breath. Good Ave, Mortaye, Nishprakanchaya, Shantaya, Niramambaya, take the shade. Niramambam Sama. Param bowing and steadfast devotion. Bring your hands to your lap. Open the eyes, lift the gaze. Wonderful. Come standing to the front of your mat. We'll warm us up a bit. All right. So everybody, just take a few moments to breathe. And yeah, I know the harmonium doesn't sound that great. I'm going to figure it out, but we'll figure it out together. But every time it's going to get better. Yeah, it is going to get. So just take a few moments to breathe into your body, to notice your breath. And stand here with your feet parallel hip distance. Let your toes go wide. And then as you spread the toes, activate the muscles of the legs, lifting the kneecaps. Take the inner thighs back and apart, just creating space in the low back. Be careful not to hyperextend your knees, right? And then as you exhale, tone the low belly, soften the ribs down, and then spread the toes wide. Let your arms hang loose here. Take your ears back and draw the top of the head closer to the sky as you press down into the earth. Relax the jaw, relax the face. And breathe and feel the energy of the body begin to awaken. You know, I've been sitting all day, so it's really good to stand with intention and awareness. And then open the eyes, and then as you inhale, take the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands down through the center. Inhale, take the arms up. Interlace the fingers and just release the pointer fingers and the thumbs, right? So just interlacing the first 3 fingers. Root the thighs back, and for me, like my ribs start to stick out, so pull them down. Bring the shoulders back, big breath. And then lean over to the right side of the room. Press the thighs back and apart, soften the ribs here. Take the ears back. Shoulders back, stretch more. Inhale, come back. And then exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky with the breath. And exhale, take a forward fold, bend your knees. Bend your knees deeply here. Just like really feel what this is like in this moment. Feel your breath, feel your body, let your neck and your head relax. Then activate the muscles of the legs. Just make them strong to the midline. And then as you inhale, take your palms to your shins or your thighs. Bring your heart forward and up. Good. And here, spread the toes wide and widen the pelvis. Make space. Even try to put your hand on your low back and see if you can get a nice curve in the low back. And you can see that I have pretty flexible hamstrings, but I'm bringing myself up quite a bit so I can feel this nice curve. Pull the low belly in and up. Lift the chest forward. And then exhale, bend your knees more and bow. Do that again, but create that same curve with the muscles and the chest forward. Exhale, bend. Last one. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step, stretch the step. Exhale, hands center. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take a forward fold, 10 fingertips to the ground. We'll go nice and slow. Inhale, half lift, long spine, the curve. Plant the hand flat on the ground, move back, top of a push-up. Take a exhale. Then inhale, come forward. Bend the elbows, come all the way down to the belly. You can drop the knees if you need. Inhale, come forward and up. Exhale, come back down to the chest. Oh, there we go. Curl the toes under. Make the legs strong. Big breath. Inhale. Good. Okay, now push yourself up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so Kara, does it still feel kind of choppy? Sounds pretty choppy on you here. There we go. Everybody just breathe in your down dog and hold on for now. Let's see. A little bit of a delay, huh? I noticed that when I was talking to you earlier too. Okay, well, let's see. Inhale. Now come up high to the tippy toes. I'll take it off and see what that helps, if that helps. Bend your knees, look forward, and then hop, step, or walk front of the mat. Good. Inhale, look up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold and bow and bend in. Inhale, come up to stand, look at the thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, again, forward, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, 10 fingertips down. Inhale, look up halfway, long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, and plant your hands, move back, plank pose. Breathe here. Find the breath, find the strength in the body, the legs and the arms and the belly. And then bring the shoulders onto the back of it. Good. Come forward to the tippy toes. And you can drop your knees or bend the elbows again, chaturanga. All the way down. Good. Inhale, come forward and up, shoulders on back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So here in our down dog, let's take a moment to just notice the arms, the tops of the arm bones are moving forward, the neck is free, the belly is strong. And then bend your knees, everybody. Spread your pinky toes wide, and then push the inner thighs back towards the sky. Take a breath here, pull the belly in. Another breath. Good. Now come up high to the tippy toes, look forward, and then hop, step, or walk front of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold and bow. Inhale, stand up, stretch to the sky, reach it up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. One more time with the breath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Be mindful of every movement. Plant the hands, we back top of the push-up. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, come forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, shoulders on back, forward and up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe.
Let the neck relax. Let the breath be full. And bring lots of intention and awareness. Body. Big breath. Come up high to the tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward, please hop, step, or walk. As you inhale, halfway long spine, exhale, up. Inhale, stand up, stretch to the sky, reach it up. Exhale, hands, the toes up, and bring your fingertips back around the heels. Bend it nice and deep, big. Then as you inhale, come forward and up, reach the arms up. I know, I think we're cutting off here. Good. Chair pose. And then stand up. Let's everybody stand up for a second. I think something's happening here.
And you unplug the mic so that that's not going.
Yeah, that's not going. I think that.
Who do we have left?
Okay, we have everybody.
Good, everybody.
Okay. Pretend that. How are we doing? Yeah, okay. Can you hear me fine now, guys? Yeah, okay. That was weird. We just had a moment of like everything went out. That was weird. Okay. Let's try it again. One more time. All right. From the mat. Bend your knees. Bring your fingers right next to your heels. Big breath here. And then inhale. Come up. Chair pose. Exhale. Take a forward fold. 10 fingertips down to the ground. Inhale. Look up halfway. We'll take this one slow. Surya Namaskara. B. Plant the hands back top. Push up. Come forward to the tiptoes, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up. You can do up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So right away, when we usually do the pose, when breath movement, you'll bring your right foot forward right away. Your back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Take the arms up. Squeeze the legs. And let's just take a moment in warrior one here. So put your palms onto your front knee. Tone the legs to the midline and move your inner left thigh higher. Widen and put your inner right thigh on the right. Tone the low belly, the ribs in. Bend into the front knee. Bring yourself upright. Arms either up to the sky or the arms can be slightly forward and you have tighter shoulders. Big breath here. Exhale, bend it. Now, bring your hands towards the ground. And when we move one breath, one movement, you'll take your hands to the ground as you start to exhale. And the end of the exhale is the chaturanga. Then you can roll over your toes and come into up dog. Make sure that shoulders are on the back and then move back to down dog. You can't talk to me. Take your left foot behind, in front of the thumb, and between the thumbs. Take your right heel down at a 45-degree angle. You just take the arms up, just because we did it last time. I like to be even. Now put your hands on your front knee. Squeeze in. Move the inner right thigh and widen it. Widen the inner left thigh over. Tone the low belly and ribs down, bend in, arms up. Breathe.
That's what it did for me today.
Oh.
We just like start a song halfway through. Oh, next song. Okay. All right. Here we sit.
Big breath here. Now put your hands down onto the ground and move back. Again, plank
toes to chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And we'll take 5 breaths here. Take 5 breaths and let every breath be intentional. Let every breath have your awareness. We're building up our energy body, our physical body. Right? Hanuman has all the siddhis, and he can do all the practices, and he does it with devotion. Inhale, come up high to the tippy toes, look forward, hop, step, or walk, front of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Then as you exhale, touch your toes, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Chair pose, we'll hang out here for a moment. Stand up. Okay, so we'll do that one breath, one movement. And if you need to take extra breaths, please do. Bend your knees, come into Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your hands, and you can jump or hop or walk back into Chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up. And then as you go to that exhale, take your right foot right away between the thumbs, put your back heel down, and come up Virabhadrasana 1. Just as you exhale now, you'll take your palms down at the end of the exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot right away, back heel down. Bring it up with the inhale. Take the exhale down. Try to elongate the exhale. Down dog. Take 5 breaths here. Allow yourself to soften. Good. Soften the jaw, but keep the muscles strong. This is what Hanuman does. Inhale, now move up to the tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward, hop, step, or walk front of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, bow in, touch the toes as you inhale. Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up, release. Let's do that again. One breath, one movement. Inhale. Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot right away. Left heel down. Breathe it up. Let the full exhale take you to the Chaturanga. That's that half push-up. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down dog. Left foot right away. Right heel down. Bring it up. The exhale guides you down. Follow your breath. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Let the undersides of the arms lift. Let the jaw relax. Let the breath be strong and steadfast. Big breath here. Exhale, tighten the belly. Inhale, bring the inner thighs back. Exhale, soften the jaw. Inhale. Come up high to the tippy toes. Look forward. Please hop, step, or walk front of the mat. Look up with the breath, half lift. Exhale, bow and fold. Bring the feet together. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand it up. Now, as you inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers and turn the palms up. Bring your feet parallel and hip distance again. Spread the toes wide, move the thighs back, soften the ribs, tone the low belly. Shoulders back, stretch up and out.
Exhale, now release the hands down to the ground. Then inhale, look up with the breath, half lift. Plant the fingertips and take your right foot back behind you. Take your left hand to your left thigh bone. And find some balance here. So spread the pinky toes wide, tone the legs to the midline. Move the inner right thigh higher and move the inner left thigh over to the left to widen the pelvis. And you can see here, I'm kind of in this forward position. And you can feel your low back. Tone up the belly, soften the ribs, bring yourself upright. Then into your left knee and the arms will move up to the sky. And think of a lot of power happening in this back side, please. Pull the belly in, bend it nice and deep. Big breath. Inhale. Beautiful. Now take your fingertips down to the ground and squeeze in and simply just hot switch the legs. Okay, legs strong. Bring your hands up to your front knee. Ooh, I'm making squeeze in. Thighs backing apart. Pull the low belly in, bend into the front knee and bring yourself upright. The arms move up. Bend into this front knee. Breathe. It gets hot quick. It gets hot quick, yeah. Big breath. Make sure you keep rooting that left thigh bone back to get that curve in the low back. Pull the belly in, stretch up and out. Now put your hands down to the ground. Move back, down dog. Inhale, move forward, plank pose. Bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And pause. Let the undersides of the arms lift, let your upper back in, thighs back, belly in. Breathe. Breathe fully with awareness, with intention, with devotion. In this time of confusion and unease, what do? Good, now put your shins down onto the ground and we'll move into the fun part of the practice. So knees down, that's right. Take your left shin and take it across your right calf muscle, right? If you have knee stuff, you can just stay upright and saw your shin into your calf. Otherwise, just sit back. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's good. It's a little uncomfortable, that's okay. So just find yourself here. Big breath. Just want to get our blood moving a little bit before we started coming down to the ground just a bit. Another breath here. Now come forward onto hands and knees. And take your right shin and take it across your left calf muscle and sit back. Ooh, that one's a little bit more.
So gnarly, and I love it. I'm all, I even thought today, I was like,
We did the calf thing,
we saw our calves today.
And yeah, you're gonna saw your calf with your shin. It's gonna be fantastic. Another breath here. Beautiful. Now take your knees down, put your hands down again. Lift your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right foot, bring it between your thumbs. Put your back foot down at a 45, or at a parallel to the back edge of the mat. Take your hands to the inside of the front leg, right? So as you squeeze in here, pull the legs to the midline and see if you can widen your inner right thigh higher, or left thigh higher to the sky. Good, and then tone the belly, tone your butt, pull the low belly and the ribs in, and you can stay up on your fingertips here, right? So it's this down dog and warrior 2 position. And look at your front leg and make sure that that knee is pointed straight ahead over the second and third toe. Keep widening the pelvis and pulling the belly in. All these opposing actions, which is pretty much the epitome of embodiment, is having all these opposing things we are constantly doing, right? Another breath here. Beautiful. Now bring your hands closer to your front leg. Turn to the ball of the back foot and drop your back knee. Pull your right leg straight. Bring your hands to the in to frame your front leg. Now, some of us, if you can, find your books or blocks or whatever you have. If you don't quite have any books or blocks, just bring your hands to your front thigh, and that's okay. So here, squeeze in and dig your heel into the ground. And you might have a little bend in that right knee, and right now I kind of want that. Tone the legs to the midline by pulling in and then widen the pelvis. And everybody feel the curve in the low back if you can. If you don't feel the curve in your low back, maybe you come up right a little bit. But if you do feel the curve and you can keep it, come down as much as you can whilst keeping that curve, right? Then widen, tone your butt, and then widen the pelvis. Keep that back shin hugging in. Pull the low belly in. And you can see I'm not going very deep, but I feel very intense stretch here. Big breath. Widening the pelvis, pulling the belly in. Very nice. Now look up. Take your hands and move them to the right side of your right side of your leg. There you go. Can I switch legs on me? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Squeeze. I was confused there. Squeeze in, widen the pelvis, pull the belly in, and if you can, maybe you take your right hand to your hip. Make sure the hand can either be right in the area of the shin. That's fine, or even closer, whatever you want. But I want you to pay attention to this curve in the low back. Hanuman is a back bend, so we do want to end in a hamstring stretch. And the way we make our hamstrings release more is by making them feel secure and safe. So do have tone in the muscles as you stretch. This is a nice IT band stretch. Everybody might feel that. Big breath here. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Release the blocks. Put your whole right foot onto the ground. Move back, downward facing dogs. Good. Take your left foot between your thumbs. Turn your back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. And bring your hands to the inside of your front leg. Squeeze in. Widen the pelvis. Keep the butt toned. See how much space you can make. Pay attention to this left knee. Don't let it buckle in. If it buckles in, that means that you need to probably bring your hands closer to your front leg. Keep widening, pull the low belly in and ribs in, and then move your hands out as though you're doing like a down dog on fingertips. Keep breathing. Nice hip stretch here. Very nice. Now come up to the hands, bring them closer to your front leg. Turn to the ball of the back foot, drop your back knee, and straighten your left leg, framing the left foot leg. Take your hands either to books, blocks, whatever you have. Spread the toes, push down and widen your pelvis, please, with the tone of the muscles. Use your muscles to widen the pelvis. Don't just stick your butt out, right? Tone the belly. And then keep that curve. I like to put my hand on my low back to remind myself of that curve. And then start to come forward just a bit till I feel a pretty intense hamstring stretch. And still upright. Keep widening. Pull the belly in. And then relax your neck and your head. The top of the head goes toward the same direction as the spine. Take a breath here. Good. Now look up. Take your blocks and move them to the outside of your left leg. Take a deep breath, widen, pull the belly in, use the muscles of the belly to turn open. And you put your hands on your knees and notice what your hips do. Big breath. Keep your front toes up to the sky. Keep lifting your left kneecap. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come out of that. Very nice. Put your whole left foot down and move back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Forward to the tippy toes and bend elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, walk your hands back toward your feet. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers and press your hands into your sacrum. Take a deep breath here. Shoulders on the back. Bring the tips of the shoulder blades closer to each other, and then bring the hands overhead, behind the head. Allow your neck to be soft. Even pull the shoulder blades a little deeper in and bring the hands more overhead. Good, now release the hands, lift up halfway. Okay, take your toes off of the ground, and I want you to paw your hands out as far as you can go without taking your heels up. Okay, yeah. Kind of a nice stretch, isn't it? Good. Then walk yourself out to a regular down dog. It's okay if your heels stretch. Inhale, come up high to the tippy toes, look forward, hop, step, or walk. Front of the inhale, look up with a breath. Exhale, fold in. Stand it up, stretch it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, let's keep going. Arms to the sky. Exhale, take a forward fold. Look up, inhale. Now, put your fingertips down and step your right foot back behind you. We're going to come to Virabhadrasana again. So put your back foot, Virabhadrasana 1, at a 45-degree angle so that the toes are pointing more towards the front right edge of the mat. Go ahead, bring your hands up to your front knee. We'll do the actions again. Here I can feel my warrior 1 has opened up quite a bit since we last did it. Spread the toes, widen the pelvis. Pull the belly in, bring yourself upright. Bend into that right knee, keep lifting that right kneecap. Okay, take your arms up. Now take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, side body long, shoulders on back. Make the muscles of the arms really tone and take the arms away from the sacrum. Lift the chest. And exhale, bow forward on the inside of your front leg. Keep lifting that back kneecap. Humble warrior or head to big toe pose. Definitely Hanuman is a humble warrior. Warrior for good. Good, now look up. Release the hands down. Shorten your stance and put your back foot down again. And this time I'll turn my right toes a little more forward, grab my blocks, and stand up. Okay. And you know, we might not even use the blocks, to be honest with you. Even if you're real bendy, especially if you're real bendy, we're not gonna use blocks. Okay. Put your hands on your hips. And I want you to even feel the low back here, right? And make the legs strong. Move and widen the pelvis, and it'll pitch you forward a bit. Soften the ribs. And then keep the curve in the back and keep widening the pelvis as you bow more forward. Okay? Now, here's about where I start to feel my hamstrings open. So I'm putting my hands on my front leg, but not to hyperextend it. Keep lifting that kneecap so you can't hyperextend it. Okay, take a breath here. Okay. Now, lift the chest more. And we're going to bring ourselves, left hand to your hip, and sort of turn yourself to the left. If you can put the hand on the shin. Now widen the pelvis. Pull the low belly in. Twist it open more. Good. Come out of that. Put your left hand down. Whew, grab your butt. Come forward. Uttanasana. Everybody's muscles feel active? Yeah. You can thumbs up me if you want. Yeah, there we are. Inhale, look up. Fingertips down and take your left foot back behind you. Yeah, left foot, that sounds right. Okay, so nice wide stance. Left toes pointed to the left front edge of the mat, bend into the right knee, bring your hands to your front knee. Squeeze in. Widen the pelvis. Yeah. Pull the low belly in. Bend into the right knee. Bring yourself up. Again, for me, like I really need to soften my ribs. I love to stick those guys out. Arms up. Breathe. Take the hands behind the back and interlace the weird finger on top. Press the hands into the sacrum. Big breath. Shoulders on back. Extend the arms out. Lift the chest. And then bow forward on the inside of that front leg. Inhale, tips the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Exhale, hands more overhead. Breathe. Good, now look up. And take your hands to the ground or to your block. Shorten your stance and make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Stand up. Good. I'll turn my left toes a little more forward too. It's a nicer on my back knee for sure. Make the legs strong. Hands on your hips and low back. You can really feel the unit right to the hips stay square. Make the legs tone and start to widen the pelvis. This will push me forward a bit. Pull the ribs down and keep bowing until I start to feel quite a strong stretch. Then when I get there, pause, widen, keep toning the hell out of your butt. Widen the pelvis, pull in, and then bow a little bit more. You can bring your hand to your front knee, front shin, and you have, let's go ahead and put your hand right in front of your shin if your hand is on your leg. Cool. Crash up there. It's real hard. I know. Why am I doing this to myself? Put your right hand on your hip, big breath. Lift your chest, and then start to twist open to the right. And you can put your hand down on your shin. Just feeling a nice stretch. Use the muscles of the belly and wrap your right hip back and down. I know mine is probably tight. Big breath here. Okay, put your hands down. Release. Move back down up. Put your shins down onto the ground. Curl the toes under, sit back on your heels, take a moment. Okay, we'll like work real hard and then like take a break. Work real hard because it's not that we're taking a break, we're still working. These are all like little Hanuman pauses.
I love this one. That just feels amazing.
So which one are we gonna break? Oh yeah, toe breaking is nice. Okay, so come onto your hands and knees now. Take your right foot and bring it towards the sky with your knee bent. Pull your belly in. Push the inner heel up. Then take your left hand, put your weight to your right hand, take your left hand and reach back from the inside of the ankle. Pull the low belly in, stretch the foot up. Keep breathing. Release the hand, release the knee. Take a breath. Take your left foot to the sky. Push the inner left heel higher. Pull the low belly in, ribs in. Shoulder stretch here. Lift the chest forward. Curl the toes under. Lift your hips back and up, downward facing dog. And take a moment here and just pedal out. Yeah, feel that nice stretch. Good. Take your right between your thumbs. Drop back and bring your hands to your front. Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Ready. Thighs widen. right?
I like the advanced one. Thank you.
Pull in. Good, bend in. Pull the chest up. So here, try to get the curve. Let that be what you're focused on, right here. Pull the low belly in. Pull the chest up and out. Good, arms can go up. Anjaneyasana. Anjaneya is another name for Hanuman, named after his mother, Anjana. Big breath here. Very nice. Now put your hands down onto the ground. Okay, good.
Like that.
Good, nice. Our speaker systems, like, turn your right toes up to the right, and either your left hand to the floor outside of your mat, or if you're a little bit tighter in your quadriceps, take your hand to a block. Stick the butt out, bend your back knee, grab the outer edge of your foot. Stick your butt out towards your heel. Hold the low belly in, the ribs in. Pull the chest up and out. So what I realized I never do in my classes, because I don't feel very much, is put my forearm down, but for some people I feel like it's more intense. So maybe you can bring your forearm down to the ground. But what I want you to do is don't lose the space between your butt and your heel. Keep your butt up more. So you pull your chest up and out. Big breath. Okay, now release that. Take your hands to the inside of your leg. Lift your left knee. Hop, switch. Timer on. Drop your right knee. Legs, arms up. Okay. And did I have you do this? A little bit. We'll do it. Okay, squeeze in. Widen the pelvis. And I can access the space in my pelvis a lot when I put my hand on my right knee. Eventually we use the muscles all by themselves to create that space. Pull the belly in, pull the chest up, bend into the front knee, keep that curve as most important. The curve is widening. Bending in. Big breath. Okay, take your hands to the inside of your foot. Turn the left toes out. Either hand to block. Open up chest. Okay. Bend your back knee. Grab the outer edge of the foot. Stick the butt out towards your heel. Pull the low belly in. Pull the chest up and out. This is a back bend. Make sure that this right arm bone is turning open, right? So the eye of the elbow is turning forward. The shoulders turning forward. Shoulders are in the back of the arm. It just comes out. I don't have any. Your forearm can go down too. Turn the belly open. Breathe, 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 breathe. Stretch. The front of my body is very tight right now. Very nice. Okay, and then exhale, release the hands. This time, lift up your back knee, frame your front foot just for a second. Yeah, so you have your feet in one line. And now bring your hands back to the inside of your front leg and move your hands all the way towards the side. Okay. So bring your hands to the inside of your legs, turning into pressers or Padottanasana. One of my hardest poses to get people in for some reason. Bring your feet to the parallel to each other, please, my friends. Put a bend in your knees. Squeeze the legs to the midline. Move and widen the pelvis, but please tone your butt a lot. If you're feeling tug in the attachment point, I really want you to make sure to tone your butt even more. Yeah, and I'll even touch it, like where I might feel tender. Touch it, tone in that place, then widen, then pull the belly in. Feels good, right? It does. Push it in, and then bow. Take your fingers. You can grab your big toes. You can make your side body long, bring your shoulders and back. Your head easily touches the floor. Maybe you bring your feet closer. If you're here and you're like, okay, I'm feeling pretty open in my hamstrings, but you know what, I want to do an inversion because I haven't done one yet. If you're familiar with headstand, you may do a headstand. Big breath. Nice. Inhale, now look up. All right, and if you're upside down, bring it right side up. Good. And bring your hands towards your left foot, turn your left toes forward. Okay, to exit out of here, we need something fancy, obviously. I wasn't gonna do this tonight, but Ashley started doing it. And I was like, they can do it. All right, so bring your hands back to the inside of your front leg. Bow your chest and bring your hand underneath your front leg. Look forward. Heel toe your left toes forward. And you want to pay attention to your back inner up, maybe and you can move it back. Vinyasa, shoulder back, exhale, downward facing dog. No, might as well do on the other side. Put the right foot between the thumbs. Try to get somewhere. Take your right foot a little wider, hand to the inside of the front leg. Widen the pelvis. Pull the belly in. Bow your chest down. Take your hand underneath, your shoulder underneath your right leg as much as you can. Plant the hands, look forward. Heel toe the foot forward. And maybe you echo it. Okay, move it back. Up. And exhale. Facing dog. Good. Come on to the shins. The hardest way to get there ever. So now grab a blanket. Holy moly. Sorry, that time? What time is it?
7:80. Yeah, that's not a time.
Doesn't make sense. Okay, but it's okay. Time flies.
7:28.
7:30.
Wow. Weird numbers, Ash.
Okay, so what I want you to do, we're going to skip the quad stretch. So what I'd like you to do is to grab your blocks. And a blanket, if you'd like to give yourself padding for your back and knee, it might be nice. Now, for us here, I want you to take your right foot forward. So I'll mirror you. And take a moment to bring your hands to the inside of your front foot. If you can see, my front leg is kind of bent. And I'm going to squeeze in, and I'm on the inside of my legs. Squeeze in and widen the pelvis. Pull the belly in, and then pull that right leg straight. Good. Now again, pull in. Widen the pelvis, pull the belly in, and then frame your front foot for a moment. Take your right knee back a bit. Take your hands back to the inside of your front foot. I want you to keep a little bend in that front knee, okay? Squeeze in, thighs widen, belly in, and then frame up your front foot again. Move your back knee back. So you keep pressing down, keeping the energy steady and through the legs, lots of muscle energy. Bring the hands back to the inside. Widen the pelvis. Okay, move the back knee back. Frame the front foot. Okay, we're going to keep doing that until it becomes a little more than accessible. Okay, hands to the inside. Widen, belly in, frame, move it back. Oh, look, I'm a little more open than yesterday. Hands to the inside. Widen the pelvis. Pull the belly in. Square the hips. Move the right foot back or left foot back as much as you need, as you can. Right. So here we're upright. Maybe you can do it one more time. Squeeze in. Widen. Belly in. Move the back knee back. And then maybe the arms move up. Oh, let's see, I am more open today. Yeah. Cool. Then bring your back knee forward and sit back for a moment. Hello. Hanuman has a lot of energetic quality. Hanumanasana has a lot of energetic qualities. We're getting a pretty big back bend, but we're also invigorating the legs, pushing them to like their limits, right? And Hanuman is no stranger to that. Okay, let's take the opposite leg forward. All right, and I'll frame you. Okay, so left leg forward, bring your hands to the inside, put your whole foot down, squeeze in, and then widen the pelvis. Pull the low belly in, and then straighten that front leg. Straighten it just so you have a micro bend, so a pseudo straighten. Squeeze in, widen the pelvis, belly in, then square off and move your back knee back. Again, hands to the inside, widen, belly in, square, back knee back. Hands to the inside, so I'm getting smaller on my blocks. Yeah, widen, belly in, back knee back. Oh, and that's probably about it for me. I could probably actually do one more. Widen, belly in. Yeah, there we go. And then when you get there, you can straighten your front leg, and then maybe the arms move up. I get a little deeper when my arms move up. Big breath. Okay, I'm sure you're all very uncomfortable, so bring your back knee forward. Good. Good gosh. Tops of the feet down, sit back. Vajrasana, another hero pose here. Or Vajra, another word for Hanuman. Good. Take a breath here. And then bring yourself a little more forward on your mat. We'll kind of finish off with Virasana, hero pose. So your foot, you can take your block underneath your butt. Or you can, if you can sit on a blanket. I'll actually sitting. She folded her blanket in a third. Or if your butt usually touches the ground, go to the inside of your legs. Pause here. If you have any knee pain at all, please elevate your hips as much as you can. Okay, until you have no knee pain. Hug the ankles in. If possible, start to bring your hands back. Maybe you move to your elbows. Whew. Shoulders are sore. Pull the belly in. Maybe you move all the way to your back, and you can bring your hands overhead. Modification is with Ashley. Sides back, belly in. And breathe. A wonderful posture for digestive health. Keep breathing, let your energy settle down. Big breath here. Take another 30 seconds to feel the breath. Make sure your ankles are hugging in, that your feet aren't splaying out. Good. Then start to come up very gently. All right, and stand all the way up and take a forward fold, please. Very nice. Walk. Look up halfway. Bend your knees and sit your butt down onto your mat. Scoot forward a bit on your mat. And then very slowly, with lots of belly awareness, come all the way down to your back.
No.
Okay. Take a moment. You can pull your knees into your chest. Massage out your low back. Feel the shift of your energy. Take your feet into happy baby. Massage side to side. Spread the toes, push through the big toe ball around. You push your right leg straight, feel the freedom there. Bend the right knee and then push your left leg straight. Bend the knee, bring yourself big hug. And then we'll do this. So the legs can go up to the sky. And if you don't quite know what I'm talking about, you can watch me. And you can take a deep breath and use your belly muscles to bring your feet overhead. So instead of a plow pose, it's not quite a plow pose. It's like a reverse forward fold. And then you hold your feet if you can. Use your core muscles to keep you up. And then with your breath, release the hands. With very slowly, bring each vertebrae down to the ground. Feel like you're collapsing. I love that movie. Good. Good. Extend the arms, turn the palms up. Close your eyes. For Shavasana. Now as you lay here in your Shavasana, allow yourself to just soften. Allow yourself to come back to your breath now. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Give yourself a big stretch. And bring your knees into your belly. And rock yourself all the way up to seated. And just bring your hands to your heart center. And as we sit here together in awareness, intention, just notice your breath. So we invoke that courage within us. That wisdom, that intention to face our demons with grace and awareness. So just take a deep breath with me and exhale out the mouth. Big breath in, we'll end with an om. Please bow in. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
That felt good.
Good. Yay.
I ate fudge all day long, but I had for lunch.